It's such a big cast day, actually. There's practically everyone who's ever appeared in it is here.
These days when we all get together are few and far between because of the nature of the show, and I always look forward to them because it's a rare opportunity for us all to get together. Obviously when the whole thing is stitched together, it feels like we're all around tripping over each other all the time, but we rarely are.
It definitely is a big sense of occasion when everyone's together, and a real fun day for us. We all laugh all day long.
One of those people is Shirley MacLaine, Cora's mother, Martha. Yes, I mean, it is rather extraordinary, really. I mean, to have Shirley and Maggie side by side in the pew for our TV show.
Lots of actors with no lines, on a set, together, equals mayhem.
Morning everyone, my name's Chris, I'm the first assistant director today. I know that you've all been talked to about mobile phones, paparazzi. You're a very select few. We're very proud of this show here. It is something that we hold very close to our hearts, and so therefore we need your help. If you see anyone that shouldn't be filming, if you see anyone with a phone, a camera they shouldn't have, please report it to an AD straight away. We want to keep this special for the British public, and that means not having a photo of our bride on the front page of a paper tomorrow. Try and have a fun day. Thank you very much, everyone.
The full weight of the responsibility for me is to do our best to ensure that as a team we don't allow the moment to get spoiled.
We went to great lengths to try to make sure that these things weren't spoiled and that the audience could wait to see Mary on her wedding day in her wedding dress when the story was ready, when the show is ready to show you that story, and not when it suited somebody else to reveal it first.
We have around about 12 security operatives that are working at Bampton. We're expecting interference today. We're expecting a high level of interest. We're expecting paparazzi levels to be, of a certain height.
Well, we arrange for sort of secret changing areas for her, or private changing areas, and then we arrange for security to be on the doors, so when she's called to set, we can just shepherd her in privately, i.e. with screens or umbrellas, just to stop the pictures, really. It's a bit of a game, to be honest. I think the guys enjoy doing it. You know, the Paps are there with their big cameras, and our guys are there. You know, it's a bit of a battle. And I think so far we're winning.
I was so surprised by it, the amount of, photographers that turned up, and apparently they were climbing trees to get a glimpse of the dress.
Somebody said that, paparazzi would have fetched sort of, £25,000 for a shot of the wedding dress.
I was just anxious to get her dressed and get it finished, and finally that she would walk out and everybody would see it. There was a sort of hush and a gasp as she walked out of that little room, and that was really lovely. I was really pleased.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we get a round of applause for our costume and makeup team?
I couldn't wait for everyone to see it. And it was a really special moment when I walked out and everyone applauded.
The dress is incredible and she looked so lovely.
I had an idea of what it might look like. Caroline had sent me some mood boards and various images of what wedding dresses would have looked like in 1920, so I had an idea, but I honestly would never have imagined how beautiful it turned out.
She looks lovely. Looks lovely.
It felt really special. I didn't feel nervous at all. I thought I might, and that it maybe would feel like it was my wedding day. I thought about my sister a lot because my sister's getting married this year, and that's what went through my mind more than anything. Standing next to Hugh, I actually thought this is what it will be like for my dad on the day.
It's the longest wedding I've ever been to. Yeah, got here at about 8 o'clock this morning. It's now 5 o'clock, I'm still not married. I think Matthew might get the message and go home, but everybody's behaving rather like it's a real wedding, but unfortunately we don't get the reception afterwards.
I think it's now after the event you can look back. I can look back and think, gosh, I managed it. Wasn't the day, you're just living it.
I think a lot of us got very excited it's the wedding, and we all sort of got really excited about the fact it was going to be the wedding and everything's going on, and then sort of after about an hour realised that yes, weddings are normally about half an hour. and this is going to be all day, and there's no champagne reception at the end of it, and no sort of embarrassing dad dancing or sort of buffet lunch, and then we sort of realise, oh God, it's the never-ending wedding. But it was gorgeous and so beautifully done, and it felt really special.
What's funny watching it back is that you forget how much sort of preamble there is, and you see, there's a lovely shot of her coming down the stairs and Carson, the two fathers, Carson and Robert looking at her, and then the carriage ride, which of course I never saw, and all that, wonderful, kids running in the street and bunting and all that, none of which, we felt on the day. And, the shot where we look up and we hear all the cheering outside, of course we didn't hear anything. We were just sitting there, quite bored probably by the end of that day. But yeah, it all comes together, and it does look very special.
That wedding was a very, very happy shoot to do.
I think that there'll be cheers, from the audience as they watch it. When I finally arrive at the altar next to Matthew.
You came. To be honest, I wasn't completely sure you would.